Hello, it's Jennifer from heysealemon. Last time when I went to IKEA and I took you guys along with me to shop for inspiration in that video, if you want to go check it out, you guys really seemed interested in the stationery and it got me wondering what their pens are like. I've never tried them, and being that I'm a pen addict, of course I want to buy them all and try them. Their pens are pretty inexpensive, and that made me curious to see just how well they go on paper, what the quality is like. So I bought every pen I could find in the store, and we are going to open them and test them together. So let's get into it. First up is the Mala, I know I'm not saying that right, black felt tip pens with one white felt tip pen. I do appreciate the lines on the pens because that's really the only way to tell what size they are. I think I would use this one the most often because it's a nice fine point pen. The next size up has a chisel point to it, which could work well for calligraphy. This next one I thought was pretty fun. I've never had a marker that had a tip like this, so every time you make a line, it makes a double line. The next size up is another chisel tip, and it's very similar to the previous one, it's just a little bit bigger. And the biggest pen in that pack is another chisel tip, and it's a really fat marker, so it makes bold lines. And you can see all of the pens are not completely black, they are a little faded, but they are all washable and non-toxic, which I like. But I'm not sure if that has anything to do with how much they fade. I did notice at the store on the display the ink was brown, so that might be eventually how they fade over time. Also, they do bleed just a little on the back of your paper. It's really not a lot, but it is very subtle. But all of that said, I do think the double tip pen and the fine tip pen would be really fun to play around with. As for the white pen, the pack did include a description that calls this a magic pen where the ink appears after a few seconds. I think mine was a little dry because the ink was just not coming out very much, and it did appear after a few seconds, but I don't think I'll be using this very much. Next up, I tried the Fuji gel ink pens. Usually the art supplies are in the children's section at IKEA, but these ones were kind of hidden in the office supply section. These came in a 3-pack, but they are all different sizes, and it's really hard to tell what size they are because they all look the same. You could put a piece of tape on them or some paint, just so you can tell them apart. So this one is the biggest tip, and they kind of feel like a basic ballpoint pen, but they are gel ink. I think it feels pretty smooth, and I think they feel like a nice basic pen to use. This one is the thinnest tip, and this one here is the medium size. The price of this pack makes each pen about 70 cents each, which I think is a pretty good deal, and I would definitely use these in my everyday to-do list. Next up, let's try the color gel ink pens. This pack says to store the pens horizontally, but if the color becomes less intense, to store them with the tip down for 12 hours. I think it's nice that IKEA includes a description in each of their pen packs because sometimes you just don't know about pens. They won't tell you how they're supposed to be stored. You guys know I do like storing my pens horizontal because I do think it prolongs their life. And you can check out this DIY video right here if you want to see how I store my pens, and I will also include that in the description below. This pack includes a silver and gold gel ink which has a slight shimmer to it, and the other colors are pretty neon and bright. The yellow is almost like a highlighter. I do like that they have this rubber grip for your hand, and some of them felt a little scratchy to write with, like the tip was kind of scratching the paper, but that might be because they've been sitting in a store and they haven't been used yet, and overall they feel like a nice basic gel pen. Next is this colorful pack of felt tip pens. They do have a point tip, but you can turn the pen on the side to color in for more coverage. These felt a lot like the Crayola markers. Some of them did feel a little bit dry and scratchy, but again that might be just because they haven't been used yet. You can kind of see your marker lines, so the ink is kind of transparent in that way. And according to the description that came in the pack, these are also non-toxic, and they can be left out in the open without their cap for up to 3 days before they start drying out. They do feel similar to the felt tip pens that I tried in the beginning of this video, but they don't seem to bleed as much onto the back of the paper. Considering these are only about $2 for 12 pens, I think this is a decent, basic pack of colorful markers. Overall, I think I did find some favorites that I might implement into my daily pen usage, and I might eventually use their colorful gel pens in my bullet journal routine, although I'm really not sure how they fade eventually. So I'll have to see what those look like on paper after time goes by, and I will definitely share it with you guys. And if you have tried these pens, any of them, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd love to read it. Also, while I was at IKEA, I bought some of their other art supplies like the watercolor and the brushes and the colored pencils. So if you want to see a video testing those out as well, let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more videos. And I want to say thank you to my patrons. Thank you for supporting my channel. If you want to become a patron, go check out my Patreon page around here. There's some cool rewards, so go check them out. And I will also put that link in the description below. If you want to check out more videos on my favorite art supplies, go to this playlist around here. All of the links will be down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!